welcome back to Holly's Arizona Lifestyles. And here I am with Adam Dahlberg, my favorite listing partner with 72 Sold.
Thank you, Holly.
And Sarah Perkins with Navy Title.
Hi, Holly.
And our guest today is Robin Meyerson. I knew her with Lewis. She was one of the first people I met when I moved to Arizona. And thank you for coming. And Robin is a life coach. And she's also an award-winning author. You could tell us a little bit about your books. And I asked Robin to come when I ran into her when I went to an event to meet the Jewish matchmaker.
Now, were you guys neighbors when you moved here? Is that how you met?
We were close neighbors.
Close neighbors? Nice. Nice. In Scottsdale?
In Scottsdale.
All right.
Yeah.
It's been a long time, maybe
30 years.
30 years.
Yeah, a long time.
A long time.
Robin looks the same.
So do you.
Oh, yeah, right. A lot more wrinkles. So anyways, I just wanted Robin to, she's involved with, you can tell a little bit what you've been involved with. And
I'm involved with a lot of Jewish causes, and I think Holly wanted me to come today to talk about what it's like to live in Scottsdale in the Jewish neighborhood.
We have a Jewish neighborhood?
Yeah, we really do.
but you're part of the Orthodox community.
I'm a part of the Orthodox community, and it's a secret. Maybe most people don't know about it. But a lot of people are moving here from Chicago and New York and California, Canada, to our vibrant, beautiful state.
Yeah. Yeah, we see them all the time coming through, right? We were just talking about that. You picking Arizona or Florida? You know?
Exactly.
We're basically the Florida of the West Coast. You know, you just got to decide which south you want to be in.
Now, why do you feel it's so beautiful from your lifestyle and your world?
Well, Arizona's beautiful. All the natural beauty is just stunning. The blue skies and the mountains and all the hiking that you can do here and the horses and all of that. You can live a very active lifestyle. From an Orthodox perspective, if you're interested in that specifically, we have a lot of great kosher restaurants and great synagogues and an active Jewish community with wonderful schools. And we have a Jewish tuition organization, so tuition is considerably less than the East Coast, probably a third the price. And that's why a lot of Jewish families are coming to Scottsdale because of the Jewish day schools here that are very, very good. And
what are the names of the day schools?
So there's Phoenix Hebrew Academy, which is in Phoenix, Torah Day School. There's also Pardes, which is a Jewish community school. And there's also 2 high schools that my husband and I helped found. There's a boys' yeshiva, which is 9th through 12th grade, and there's a girls' high school, 9th through 12th grade. And they're both been around for now 15 years, so they're well established. And
are they in Scottsdale?
They are in Phoenix.
Phoenix, okay.
But the Phoenix and the Scottsdale community, they are very, very close. And so people drive 15, 20 minutes to take their kids to school.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's fantastic.
Is there like a population that you know about or you don't know? Like, I mean, is it not known, like the size of the population of this community? And
yeah, there's 125,000 Jewish people in the metropolitan area, and there's about 2,000 to 3,000 Orthodox families in the whole metropolitan area, if you count all of, Chandler and Maricopa County, so and Tempe and Scottsdale and Phoenix and all of that. What's very important to the Jewish community is having a mikvah, and that's there, and an erev. An erev is a string that goes around the Jewish community so that people can carry and walk on the Jewish holiday of Shabbat. And so we have that here. In fact, Phoenix has the largest erev, which is a string around the neighborhood. Sounds really weird, right? It's a string around the neighborhood, and that allows families to live and push strollers and walk to synagogue on the Sabbath.
Yeah, I'm actually very familiar with that. Some of our listeners probably wouldn't be. But let's talk about that for a minute. So it's part of an area. Well, so on the holiday, right? You're supposed to stay at home. You can't leave your home.
You can leave your home, totally.
As long as you're in this zone, correct?
Yes.
But outside of that, you're supposed to maintain, staying at home and not working and being peaceful.
Right.
Praying and things.
We need to get off of our phones once a week and just chill, right? Be with family and friends. It's a total gift. And eat good food and sleep, take a nap, just enjoy friends, get out with friends. And so this actual string that goes around, it goes from the 101 at Cactus to, I think, to Bell Road where the canal is, to Camelback. And then to the on the east side, it goes from the 51 to the 101, and from Bell to Camelback. So it's huge.
Yeah,
it's like one of the hugest biggest in the entire United States.
Wow. Yeah. But life happens. You need to get out sometimes, even when you should be at home enjoying family.
Right.
You need to get groceries and things. So, interesting. So you've been involved in this for a long time, this community here in Arizona.
We helped build the Scottsdale community. So we built the synagogue and helped build the schools and the whole community. And it's been a labor of love and a beautiful thing because we've seen it grown from a couple of people to hundreds and hundreds of families.
That's wonderful. And is this the basis of your books that you've written?
Yeah, so I've written several books, miracle stories.
Okay.
Miracle stories about just things that have happened in my own personal life and things that have happened in other people's lives, and they submit them to me, and then we put them in short story books. And there's also a video on YouTube that tells the story, one of the amazing miracle wild stories. But I don't know if there's a place to share some of those stories.
Yeah.
So,
Well, where can you buy your books?
you can buy them on Amazon. One of them is called The Sun Returns, and there's another one called The Sun Returns 2, and there's several other books.
Wonderful.
What are some of the interesting miracles that have happened that you could share?
I'm not so sure that'd be appropriate for this audience, but they're all just, well, I have one story actually that would be really good. It's really fun. I was driving down Hayden Road, which is a major road in Scottsdale, and there's a lot of golf courses in Arizona, as you are very well aware of, and there's more golf courses per capita in Scottsdale than any other place, so it's a great place. But I was driving down Hayden, and I was 7 months pregnant in a Volvo, very safe car, right? And my husband bought for me. Red, though, because I wanted it to be fun. And a golf ball hits my window, right? And shatters it. And I jump out of the car screaming, of course, because I'm 7 months pregnant. And I'm like, help, help. Call my dad, call my brother, call my husband. We go over to the golf course. He goes, sorry, it's an act of God. I can't do anything about it. Call your insurance, okay? Here's the miracle. 3 weeks later, same road, about the same time, get hit again with another golf ball. Okay?
Wow.
Okay, it's crazy. My husband's an engineer, and all of his engineering buddies got together, and they were trying to do the computation of what's the probability of that happening to the same woman on the same road within 3 weeks. It's like a gazillion, 1 in a gazillion, okay? So it's a miracle.
Right.
So it's a fun story to share. So I told my husband I needed to get a present after that. So I bought myself a little diamond necklace.
You bought you a set of golf clubs. Yeah.
It's in the shape of a golf ball.
Yeah. And a net around your car, driving down that road.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing that. That was amazing. And for your contribution to the community and all the things that you do, for the families. Boy, I'll tell you, just the undertaking, I can only imagine having to be one of the most difficult challenges, a fun challenge, but to be the founder of a school is not something, in my mind, that would be an easy task to even start to put together. Step 1, step 2, step 3. It's like, how do you build a hospital? How do you build what I want to do? I want to open up a school. Where do you even start with something like that?
It takes a team. It takes a community. It's not just one person. So it definitely we have an amazing community, and we all had the same goal, because for about 50 years, people would come to Arizona. Once their kids were in 4th or 5th grade, they would leave. They would go back east. They would go back maybe to go to California. They would go to Chicago or whatever, because there's established communities there that have been there for hundreds of years. So there was a group of us who had the goal to stay in Arizona, to stay in Scottsdale, to stay in Phoenix and build the community. So we got together and we fundraised and we bought some property and we hired teachers and we started school with 4 kids.
Wow.
And now the girls' high school has 70 girls, and I think the boys' high school probably has about 50 boys, something like that. I'm not sure exactly now.
Unbelievable. Great. Yeah.
So thank you for sharing those stories with us. And then as a life coach, what kind of inspiration do you have of your feelings of being in Arizona and why people should move here? And
well, I always tell people that I just love living here because I can actually coach outdoors, and I can just sit on my back patio or take a walk in the mountains and do my job, which is fantastic to be able to do your work while you're on the phone and looking at beautiful nature in Scottsdale and Phoenix in the mountains. Not many people can do that around. So I coach on parenting and marriage and just how to live your best life, how to have the most joy possible. So
that's great. You get one life, right? You don't want to clog up. It's important to make a living. It's important to do well at your career and things like that. But ultimately, you have one life to live, and you want to make sure that you can, set aside time to enjoy the the things that God's given you, right? Your family and nature, and yourself. Some people just like to sit and do things that give them joy, like writing books and being able to help others. So it's important to have that time and just building a business, building a career, right?
Right.
I tell people there's 15 areas of life balance. You want to also, you want to build your material net worth, through your house and your car and your clothes and so on. But you also want to build your spiritual net worth. How many good deeds did you do? How many people did you make happy? How much, charity dollars did you give? So, and as long as you're well-rounded in your spreadsheet on your net worth, on the physical side and on the spiritual side, then you can have a wonderful life.
Yeah. Wonderful.
And stay healthy.
And stay healthy, you bet.
Very much.
So
Great. Well, I know we got about 2 minutes before we have to end this one, unfortunately. So we were all telling in their previous episode what we did for the 4th of July. How did your week look last week?
Wow, it's a blur already. Was it just the 4th of July
You must have partied really hard then, yeah.
did you see fireworks?
I heard fireworks because where I live in Scottsdale, I'm surrounded by many resorts, and so you can see them and hear them. What did I do on the 4th of July? And just enjoyed my family. I'm actually kind of an empty nester right now, so it's my husband and I. I have 5 kids, ages 25 to 11, and 3 grandchildren, and so we're empty nesting and enjoying just being with each other.
Wonderful.
Nice.
Well, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thanks for
Have
having
you on
me.
again, yeah.
And just to share what Adam and I do, we work with 72 Sold, and I'm sure you've heard of it. We can have a program where we sell homes in 8 days, and we get 8 to 12% higher from six independent studies. And Adam's amazing. So we would love to have you all get to know everybody more and to give us a call. You can always reach us at 602-388-0319. And thank you so much for coming, and it was very inspirational.